Kompetition. This is just a joy for you viewers at home. Every match going to be on stream. Coming up next, Gambler Sonic Fox, Mighty Unjust versus Wise Gemini, Zombat versus Ninja Killer. That's your entirety of Winners Top 16, and we're getting into the first one. Rewind, drawing first blood.
Drawing first blood, getting a huge combo here, and of course, going up against Pulse, who is an incredible player, just been going out to everything, you know, competing in every possible capacity here. Pulse with that patented Johnny Cage gets right through there, over to the other side to get a nice punish, and pushing Rewind right to the corner. This is where it could be disastrous for Rewind if Pulse continues his pressure correctly.
That's right, chipping away with that Cyrax spin and still one to go. So every time you think Stagger's going to come, you're waiting for the spin to come. Rewind's test of defense comes now. He tries to build some space with the down forward. A beautiful up block to get this massive punish, and that is so scary against a character like this that can dish out the damage that Reiko brings to the table.
Yeah, up blocks are always so, you know, it's always going to be a risk, but hey, if it's a high reward, I'm willing to take a high risk. Cyrax keeping it nice and safe. Pulse continuing that pressure, but Rewind just poking out of there with just every single right kick, keeping them in check, keeping them guessing, and Rewind taking that first round.
And Rewind's got two ways of taking a health bar, it seems. He will take it in one giant swoop, or he'll nickel and dime it with a quick overhead and low like he's doing. With simple sweeps and overheads, he's keeping it simple at times.
Yeah, minimize that risk and just minimize, you know, how much you're putting yourself out there, little by little.
Yeah, the low option, look at that safe big pushback, overhead, super plus on block as well. There it is, boom, coming in like an atomic bomb. And that low from a distance into the first scoop that we see. Darius coming in and says, you know what, you needed me the one time, I got you.
Yeah, that's what it is with that cameo. You just kind of wait for that opportunity, wait for that cash out, if you will. But hold on a second, Pulse showing signs of life. A little too late here in this game number one, or can he make this comeback? Gets the amplified on that rising star, pushing him to the corner, and just gonna throw it out there.
And in the corners where it becomes the super mind game, and just guessing right again is Rewind in a defensive situation like that. Up 1-0 to get us started is the previous EVO champion.
Yeah, so in that situation, Pulse thought that Rewind might have panicked, thinking that, you know, maybe the unblockable timing was coming, or maybe he was going to jump out of there. Either way, Rewind keeping the composure and just easily taking that first game. I mean, that was all Rewind. I want to see Pulse turn it up. I want to see the Pulse that I've been seeing in all these online tournaments, at all these local tournaments.
I'm waiting for him to land one net armor so we can see some of these hype combos get started.
That's what I want to see.
And that's why that health lead didn't look safe to me, because one Cyrax net and a Dream, and those nuts are getting pummeled for quite a while.
That's quite a statement here. Tons of damage, and so Pulse opting to go off those 3 bars and just stopping the combo right in its tracks. And Rewind's kind of like fishing for a little anti-air there.
From full screen, you said don't jump at me ever, but it's from a great distance, where you saw earlier in Kevo in that top 24 of using that deep jump kick from a distance that was seemingly un-anti.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Ooh, fun little interaction there with the Kung-Lao hat.
Das Boot.
I love the backdash on the wake up there from Pulse for just a little bit, and then canceling into that advancing mid.
Nice neutral here. Rewind those daggers. Don't want to play around them, plus on block, and that's that down 4 check is all about by Rewind as well. And the end of that string has been catching Pulse off guard, trying to reach just a stagger the 1-2, and meeting on the approach as well. Rewind takes the bar, and look at this. What pisses me off is Darius coming in and going, "Yeah, I did. You didn't do a thing that round, my friend. Get out of here."
He made the breaker come out. He made the breaker. The threat of Darius makes the breaker come out.
Darius is all about the implication. That's his gameplay. It's not the implication.
Big conversion here coming from Pulse, pushing Rewind to the corner. Rewind waking up with those buttons, and Pulse not really ready for it, not really to stuff him out of it. And here comes the armor and a nice little side switch. Is Rewind going to back off, or is he going to go in, backing off just a little bit, but just keeping Pulse in check to make sure Pulse doesn't make any advancements. But here it comes nonetheless. Johnny Cage with tons of options, tons of normals to just throw him on top of you. Rewind's got a little bit of a life lead. It looks like he's trying to just maybe get a little bit of projectile game going here.
Trying to get any kind of breathing room away from the buttons of Johnny Cage and the plus frames that come in a multitude of ways. And again, it was that simplicity of mix where all of those sweeps conditioned him to, I don't know, crouch block in that situation. Finally did the EX grab, which is a mid, and either way, you're going to get toasted.
Yeah, very, very fun to deal with. You know, just when you think
overhead and low, the character's got it built in 50-50. Safe plus pushback. He's using it all really well. Just so smart from the ground up. This Rewind and showing why he's here.
Seeing tons of that, and starting off with quite a statement. Obviously not going to have enough bar to stop it this time, so this time Darius is going to get in on the action, adding to that just that
Now I hope
combo
he pops
ability.
off in the middle of the round. Let's go.
Now you're allowed to pop off.
Yeah. We'll see him on the win screen if Rewind's able to close this one out. Overhead super plus, and look at the disrespect is Pulse, but Rewind's had a couple of spots where he's done that old school disrespectful armor. I'm gonna be slightly negative or even plus, and assume you're gonna press an armor.
It's degenerate. It's degenerate indeed. Heading over the other side. Again, that armor getting through there. Not the fastest armor in the world, but fast enough to do the job. Pulse getting the back throw, but now putting Rewind exactly where he wants to be. Throwing projectiles, one of the best projectiles in this game. Rewind on set point here. Up 2 games, up 1 round, and Pulse is looking a little lost here.
Yeah, and that's a big knowledge check right there, too. Doing the down forward of the projectiles that are highs if you block them. Guess what? Plus, and he gets to check you with it all over again. Pulse gets finally something going here. Knockdown 3-6. This is some decent damage.
Nice little safe jump option here, of course, from Johnny Cage. Parrying, going over to the other side, cashing in, not getting the corner positioning, but hey, if it's damage, I will take it, says Pulse. Big jump in afterwards to just continue this.
Off of every nut punch, he gets that safe jump. But you see Rewind delaying every single time just to avoid any kind of shenanigans or the blockables or armor break setups that it does bring to the table.
Yeah, it's almost like they know, okay, regular wake-up timing, not an option.
Yeah, nope.
I don't want to get stuffed. I don't want to waste armor and then also still get comboed.
Thruster in there, gives him the space that he wants, the breathing room.
Just giving him a little
And
zoning
now,
of his own.
fatal blow, bars in play, Darius, and that was just a clean whiff punish from Pulse. The dizzy knee coming in. Look at that knee.
Just look at it.
Putting in some work here for Rewind on a match point. This is to make winner's side top 8 of the very first pro competition stop here.
Yeah, and that position guarantees you 5th or better, so it's a very comfortable spot. Both these players want it real bad. I want to see Pulse making it out here. I mean, we're seeing them on the board. We're seeing the rounds. We're seeing the full bars from both players. The back throw from Pulse, you know, I feel like it's been successful, and I think it's, again, one of those situations where Rewind is okay with taking those throws because he's like, hey, you know what? I get away from you, so I don't need to deal with any of this.
It's weird where matchups do exist where sometimes your throws really do hinder you because they can put you full screen, etc. in certain matchups. Because now you're dealing with this, the full screen arsenal. The only zoner in Outworld right now.
Only zoner. A very good one at that.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, especially when he's got that bar amplifying those ninja stars to make sure that you're getting something there.
He just spent it, and he's almost got another bar down there. Look at that. It's insane.
I mean, that's the other thing, too, is that if
You gotta spend money to make money. This is
Oh, he jumped over. What a call out from Pulse. I don't know if that was reaction. I don't know if he was anticipating it, but it was the right move. Oh,
no. Doesn't have the health to survive and Rewind. What? And a decision to just stand